Here we are in the Week 1 Assignments folder. And this week you'll be learning about some of these things. It's just an introduction to graphic design. This week's reading in the textbook is just the introduction part. It's a short little section. It's on the origins of type and typography from Gutenberg to Bodoni. Just a few pages. You might be interested in having a look at some of these e-lectures that I prepared. The first one is on the difference between art and design. Artists and designers both create visual compositions, but their reasons for doing so are quite different. And this little lecture will help you understand the difference between those. And just click that little PDF file and that'll open it for you. You might also want to have a look at the history of typefaces and how they developed after Gutenberg's invention of the printing press. This week's discussion board assignment is just to introduce yourself to the class and talk a little bit about yourself and why you're taking the class. Maybe what are some of your goals for this class? Do you have any background in graphic design? And maybe talk about some of your interests. This assignment is worth 25 points. And to post your discussion, just click that link, and that'll take you into this week's forum. And all you need to do is click the Create Thread button to add your post. I've included an overview and introduction of the work that you'll be doing in this class. You won't be doing any of these things today, but have a look at these things. You'll be doing a weekly bibliography and design and context assignment. That's beginning next week. You don't have to do that this week, but next week you'll have that to do. Start working on that. So be sure to read about that. You'll have 4 exams throughout the course of this class. One on February 19th, one on March 19th, one on April 23rd, and one on May 21st. And they only cover the material between those 4 weeks. The last exam will not be a comprehensive final exam, but may include some information from earlier chapters. But have a look at those things about these exams. Your project is going to be a museum exhibition project, and you'll start on that next week. But it's not due until the end of the semester, May 21st. And what you're going to be doing is creating a museum exhibition on a specific topic of graphic design. So that means you'll need to kind of look through the textbook in advance and find a topic or a graphic designer that interests you. And the format can be in any way you choose. It can be a Word document, a PowerPoint presentation. It can even be an online application such as WordPress or Omeka. So you'll start working on that next week. So have a look at that. Be sure to read about that. The project is broken up into 4 phases, one of which is due February 19th, the next on March 19th, then on April 23rd and May 21st. So you've got plenty of time to work on it, and I've broken it down into these phases to kind of help you keep you on task and on schedule. If you want to look at the complete requirements for the project and all of the phases, click that link in the menu there, and you'll see a description of the project. The first phase is due in 4 weeks on February 19th. You'll have a topic and overview by then. By the 8th week, you'll complete your developmental phase. So you'll have 4 weeks to work on that. On the 12th week, April 23rd, you'll complete the functional phase. And again, you'll have 4 weeks to work on that. And then finally, at May 21st, that's the final project. So if you want to get a jump start and work ahead, there's the entire project and the various phases and their due dates. I hope you'll find that project interesting. It sounds like fun to me. This week's assignment folder also includes a bibliography of some links to websites about topics that are mentioned briefly in the textbook. There's one on William K. So that's this week's assignment. The only thing that you have to turn in is the discussion board where you introduce yourself and just post your discussion. So that's this week's assignment. If you have any questions, be sure to email me. Have fun.